Okie dokie, it's time to hit the right screen. Let's see if I get it right. And I'm actually sorted and my face looks okay. I haven't had a chance to check anything. Yes, it is. I got my little wing out there. That's me little track IR, which I'm still crap even with using that in games. G'day everyone and welcome to another HCA live stream plus 30 minutes. I'm your host Noppers. This is the Hell Let Loose Competitive Association and the teams today will be fighting over Carentan. And the two teams that we're going to be talking about, of course, are the ASA, the Alliance South America, I think it is. Probably going to get that horribly wrong. The ASA, which consists, of course, of SFH and 501st. And the other group there is OPBHB. Now, I've cast for both of these teams in the past in various matches that they've done in various competitions. And so I'm kind of excited that I get the chance to cast for this one this morning, Sunday morning here in Australia. So good morning to you. I don't have a beer. Here is a nice coffee. And yeah, so it's on. It's actually just getting set up now. We're just, they're doing some map flips and stuff like that. I'm just going to watch for that. Now, I've got two accounts today that I'm running. So I'm going to occasionally just spin around and do some stuff on the other account to get some footage up for you. I did try and get some co-casters this morning, but we were a bit short on availabilities. What are we fighting over? We are fighting over that little bad boy there. So I do not know which points, of course, will be the ones that end up being the points used or the points that they, that spawn. So we'll see what happens. They're probably going to do the map flip shortly. I think they just flipped once and they're going to flip again. And yeah, so we'll talk about it as we get into the match, of course. Now, where are we at? And the thing I'll say here, of course, at the very start of the stream, this little bad boy here. No spoilers. I need to put some sounds to that. One day I'll get around to it. Don't be that person that comes in and gives fucking spoilers. Okay. Where are we at with the HCA at the moment? Well, here's the standings for you. So you see the latest update. This is after last weekend's matches. And of course, you can see there we're in the minors. That's the group that we're playing off. So ASA are around the middle and OPBHB just above them. Both teams have played 7, won 4, lost 3. So I guess the best way to describe this is that it's pretty important to try and get up the tree right now. If you're in this middle zone, this is a must-win match to try and move up further. I can't remember exactly how many are left to go. I used to have the schedule button here, but I've kind of wiped it off, so I apologize for that. But there is a schedule. Wait, I might actually have that. Yes, I do. Look at this. Hang on. Let's get rid of that and put this up. There's the schedule there. So I've been focusing on Chimera for most of this competition. That's just how it's happened to work out. But there's a few rounds left. So we're in this round here now where, the OPBHB there, sort of about 6-7 columns across. So playing SFH 501st. So there's 3 more rounds to go. They've got Alpha. OPBHB have got Alpha, Chimera, and Sesh. I'm looking forward to the Chimera one because there's probably a little bit of to and fro there between the two teams. It's really good to see. SFH and 501st have got Sesh, GXV, and FAR to go. I haven't seen GXV or FAR yet to play, so it'll be interesting to see those guys play. But all the others I have. And again, back over here at the main screen. And we look at, did I just turn my music off? I always have the music on in the background. This is the main screen here, as I said. So that's where the scores are. And the majors, of course, that's going along quite nicely there. A couple of teams still with the round 7 stuff to do, apparently. Greyhounds are up the top of the tree there with DC and What the Hell, which is exactly what I'd expect based on how they're all playing at the moment. So, good times. Let me have a little sip of this. It looks like the teams are pretty much ready. We're just got to find the right squads to spawn into. So I do get told to do that correctly. So we'll get rid of that screen too, won't we? So it is Carentan, as you know. Did I even put the right video up? I probably didn't. Gosh, one job. Didn't do it. Yeah, look, we're still flying over St. Marie de Mort. Whoops. All right, let's get the Carentan video up, shall we? Where's the Carentan flyover? No, I don't even have that in here. All right, there you go. Disorganized. Here we go. It's pretty quick to fix up this and get it right, but I didn't do that for this particular thing. Wasn't expecting to be casting on the Sunday morning. I had other plans, but I'm always more than happy to come and support the needs of the community for these types of things. I believe in supporting where I can, and this is one of those things that you make yourself available for this. For those that are just joining my streaming, I'm just popping that video up now, but I'll put it in the background so we'll get rid of that out of the main screen. Yeah, for those joining me for the first time, welcome to my way of streaming. I'm a little bit different than a lot of other people. That's hopefully a good different, but it is a different. And yeah, look, I don't do this for profit or anything. This is literally just a hobby on the side that I support the Hell Let Loose community for. So there we go. I've got the video up and nice and in the background now. Just better put it in the right spot though, so you can see all the other stuff, eh? So yeah, it's almost there. There we go. It's just one of those little side things I do. So there'll be quite a few people here watching this match today that haven't actually seen me cast before. So welcome to the chat. Welcome to the match. I hope you enjoy my casting style. It's a little bit lively, I guess we would call that. I do like to work with other people normally, but my normal crew are all not available today, and I didn't want to kind of throw someone on the bus at the last minute. If you are a caster who is interested to do a co-stream with me sometime, just PM me. I'm more than happy to accommodate that and have a bit of fun with it. I enjoy casting. All right, so let's have a look at what's going on the main screen at the moment and what we're actually going to see when I run this match and what you see from me today. We've got rid of the background sound there. I'll drop that header bar off for now, so we don't need that. But, well, just quickly there, you can see I'll be on I'm going to be on the OPBHB side with my main, so I'm probably going to have to swap those around, aren't I? That's actually worked out poorly. Oh, did I put in the second one? So OPBHB will be Axis, and those guys will be allies, and we can just swap those around like that. But I need to swap those icons around, so, okay. Yeah, I actually got that wrong. I thought I was going to be on the other side. So we'll do that super quick. This is how you do it, folks. I didn't set up every icon for everything. Those ever wanting to learn how to do this professionally, don't come to me. I'm not the guy you're looking for. I'm self-taught, and I started streaming March last year when I was asked to do a comp, and yeah, that's the journey I've been on. This is going to bug me the entire time if I don't fix this, by the way. So I'm very picky with this sort of stuff. I do like it to be as spot on as possible. All right. So that's what you're going to see. I'm going to be on the OPBHB side, and I'll be on the Axis with my main screen. And up in the top right corner there, here's my other computer that's running in the background with another account that was gifted to me. And so with that account, I'm able to do a second point of view and things like that. So the idea there, it is off to the side here, so I'm just going to have to lean away every so often. I haven't managed to set it up well in this room that I'm in. I don't have enough table space on the right-hand side here. Which is where my microphone and camera are, of course. But that top corner there, I'm always going to have the map open for you on the other team, except for if I want to focus on some key areas, in which case we'll actually put that point of view camera right in nice and close, so you get to see that close in action on a particular point while I do the aerial view on the other side. I think that's quite useful for you all to watch and gives you sort of a little bit of depth in spots and that. So the two map view will look something like this, all right, and that will give us that option of seeing moving parts at any given time. All right, back over to the main screen. All right, so we're still waiting here. It looks like there might be some delay for some reason. There's 4950 at the moment, so there's one missing from Sev H5 first, and the map just flipped. Actually, the map just flipped, ladies and gents. So that means we must be good to go. Right. Now I need to find the squad I'm meant to be sitting in and sort that out. Didn't get from these guys where I'm supposed to go. So just give me a sec here while I work this out. I need to be in Gato's squad. Who's Gato? Let's see if we can find Gato. Gato. Rocket and artillery squad. No. Anyone see it? I hate when this happens. Well, there's your teams anyway, folks. While we're looking up, while I'm trying to find the old mate, these are your teams. There he is, Gato. Sugar Squad. There you go. Sugar Squad, we'll get ourselves in. We'll at least get the main camera up and we'll have a look. And we're fighting over train station first off. Kind of exciting. That's not too terrible. Don't mind the old train station. Here we go with the admin cam. And up we go and away we go. All right, so let's talk about train station while we are getting that other camera up in a second. We'll take a quick look at the overall map there. And you can see, I think one of the important things to remember with train station is this high ground on the south flank. So this is in the east-west or west-east map, depending on which way you want to talk about it. And the first spot I'll point out to you is down here. This is the mansion, whatever it's called, I can't remember. But this is pretty important for understanding sort of that high ground overwatch down into there. The other things I'll talk about with train station, of course, are the fact that it's got lots of little inroads to it everywhere. Now, this is not the only point in this competition that they have to fight over. We know that they have to move across to different points as the match goes on, so it's the whole map. Let's get myself into a squad here on this other account quickly, which is not going well. Tear squad. All right, maybe they didn't give me a squad to spawn in on that mob, so I'm just going to spawn in wherever and just get that set up. So yeah, train station. Now let's have a look at what the teams are actually doing. First of all, for the OPBHB guys, we've got a bunch in the middle there, but the majority seem to be hitting that south flank. There's a fair few in there. There's a lot in that. Yeah, okay, so they're really hitting the very south flank, throwing a couple of supply trucks down there. There's the recon tank going mid. We've got the medium going up to the top center, and there's a light tank in the middle as well. So they're throwing their medium up wide. It's a slower tank. I find that quite interesting, actually. Now, let's get this set up on the other one. Boom, 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 boom. And we are good to go on the other camera. There you go. So I'll get this puppy into train station area because we're going to want to watch that up in the top right corner, aren't we? And as I said to you before, my voice will fade out a little bit because I'm turning away from the microphone. I'm sorry about that. Once I get this set up, we'll be good. Almost there. There you go. So that'll play up in a minute and we'll have a look at that and we'll get the two maps up just quickly to see what both teams are doing, shall we? So let's make sure it's working. Come on, baby. Be good. There it is. Perfect. Okay. You can see quite a bit of bulk there from the 785 first, right in the middle there in the first three rows. One truck up north, but no other tanks or anything like that. Whereas OPBHB have sent, their recon tank's gone up the top there as well. Okay, so that's really interesting, isn't it? They've chosen to send two tanks up to the north patch and the rest are in the bottom. One truck in the middle. We're going to get ourselves back to the main screen now. Pop the header on, turn that map off, and we are good to go. So that top right camera there, that's the other account looking at the train station itself. That'll give us some nice gritty action as we watch this first play come in. You can see probably about even at the moment. OPBHB have got those two vehicles that are racing in. There's two trucks and they're starting to rain their troops out now, about 200 metres out, I reckon, maybe 150 metres out from the point. 7H5FS, we're going to call them ASA. That's what we're going to need to call them so we get that right. Boom, big explosion first up. That'll be an early rocket or artillery probably. That's coming in. And there's three on the back of that truck. And some have been picked off. That's a nice kill from artillery on that truck going into the point there. OPBHB have definitely got the upper hand here in numbers on the point, and they're starting to cap already. Yeah, the ASA guys, that's a big kill on that truck and everybody around it. POHL is still there, or Pole. He's picked up Blink. That's nice. Blind, rather. That's nice. Here's Grim coming around the outside now with a couple of guys at the back. But the OP guys have definitely got the upper hand here on the point. There's a tank? That's a Stuart plucking in to the point. Is it? That's a Stuart? Can't tell from that distance. No, that's 75. My apologies. I couldn't quite tell from that distance. That's going to make a difference, that 75, in just harassing the OPBHB guys. But they're going to cap it on sheer cap weight at the moment. ASA have definitely been pushed back hard early. That's a great first set of kills there. And now they're getting picked off from up on the ridgeline here. The recon guys, plus a squad leader and a machine gunner, sitting up in that mansion on the high ground that I talked about. What that does for the OPBHB guys is give them overwatch on that field area right down about 200 metres all the way down to the road where Eric Sala is. That means that they can't get across there quite easily, so they're going to have to try another flank. And of course, that other flank is covered by troops here. And OPBHB doing a wonderful job here of shutting out the 7H501st team. And that is the end of that cap race for the ASA guys, and OPBHB are going to win this first. Look at the stuff going on here, though. This is great pre-positioned artillery as well coming in from OPBHB, and that's what I'm talking about. Big kill there, wipes out a bunch of people. Couple of folks down there from the ASA. They're set up with an OP down that way for sure, but that's the first cap to OPBHB, and well done to them as well. That was a good first push. They really slugged it to the ASA guys. And let's have a look back now at what's going on around the back. So the next point just quickly is, and we'll pop up the two maps to take a quick look at that. We'll get that right, won't we? We'll eventually get that on. I'll fix that scoreboard to be a 3-2. Looking at that place straight up. So the next point here is Ruins. We didn't get a lot of time to talk about that at the start. So Ruins is fairly close to train station. It means that there will be a fairly vigorous fight between those 2 points. Rail crossing a lot further back, of course, so that's going to make it a bit interesting. OPBHB capped that within the first couple of minutes, so they've sort of not had time to do much of anything. You could see a couple of garrisons down there, those default garrisons. So they had a very specific plan, by the look of this, as to how they were going to assault train station, and they've done that and they've executed it well. OPBHB have done very well there. The ASA guys struggled quite a bit. Looking at their numbers, they got a lot down towards that mansion. They're trying to push that same area, which is covered fairly heavily from that mansion area, which has got a garrison there now. I don't expect that to be given up real soon. So, you know, that makes it problematic for them. But they are pushing some troops through the town centre kind of area here, and they've got quite a bit flanking up there towards rail crossing as well. Be interested to see how that plays out. You can see that recon tank with 4 people in it up the top there. There's a squad leader plus 3 others. And they are going to be pushing around the back of Ruins and probably just trying to cap off garrisons and stuff like that. Looking at the map very closely, you can see where the garrisons are from each team. A bit of a line there from ASA, and then one right up there in that top right where we talked about just then. For the OPBHB guys, we've just got the 4 down the bottom here, nothing else anywhere else. So I think that's going to be a bit of a threat to them unless they do something about that. Back across to the main screen now, folks. We'll get that header up. We'll get those maps right. We don't really need to watch anywhere else at the moment except for this battle that's going on here. We might move this other camera across to get a bit more of the action. So that gives us a little bit of a panoramic, maybe a bit closer, eh? What do you reckon? So quite a nasty little push from OPBHB on that mansion made it really hard for the ASA guys to do anything. There's a tank diddly bopping around the back here. That's the 75, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what he was shooting at. ASA are definitely focusing on that south flank at the moment where there's like Belly and Shadow, all those folks. So you can see there's nobody in the middle. They're pushed right back. There's ones and twosies here. And I find that fascinating. There's not many paths. I think that's important to point out to all the punters at home that there's not a lot of paths to get from the train station to Ruins through the middle here. Like you can see where Renham is. He's covering off that main street area there. All the rest of this area here is pretty much closed off because of the way the fence system works and stuff like that. So for OPBHB to push on the next point, they've either got to go to the right here down the train tracks or they've got to go through the middle of the map somehow. And you can just see some movement up there from Strikeout and Butters and co. And they've just found somebody, whoever that is, at town centre at the chapel. But I wanted to get up here and have a look now. While we were just watching that battle sort of down the south there, I just wanted to watch this up the top here. As you can see, there's a lot of ASA running around the back lines at the moment. 2 squad leaders, a sniper and a rifleman. Anyone else? Not sure what they're looking to do back here except set up garrisons for an attack, but that's a long way away. I mean, I'm all for flanking. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind that at all. But are they just going to clear out rail and then come back? Well, there's 5 of them. Oh, so they're going to work recon at the moment. 6 of them. So recon, artillery. They're going to kill artillery. Let's have a quick look at what we've got on artillery. There's Tits. Excellent name. And they've got 4 on artillery at the moment, so plus that defender up there. So they've actually got 5 on artillery. They've got Belgian gates at the front and a bunch of other stuff there as well. Popping down the other end of the map, super fast. We just saw a bit of movement right on the map edge there too, by the way, folks. So we'll go back and have a look at that. Gosh, ASA are all over the place at the moment. They have got people everywhere. Their artillery, they do not have anybody on artillery. There's somebody shooting at it, but there's nobody there unless they've died. Perhaps they've got 1 person on it and they died. They've done no extra work. Oh yeah, they've got a barricade or 2 there for snipers. There's a node in there as well. I'm assuming there's rockets coming in from somebody, because that's the new meta, by the way. In case you haven't noticed, rocket at artillery instead of having to run all the way in there. Although ASA seem to be sending troops in to the back lines by foot instead. Bit of a fight going on in the city here. Geez, OPBHB are all over them right now. ASA are in real trouble, folks. I'm going to throw that on the table straight up. Absolutely in real trouble. They've got that's a Puma in the point now as well, of course, which is OPBHB, being the Axis forces. The commanders in there, the Puma's in there. There's a bunch of infantry in there. Ruins is about to steer. There it is. Absolutely, at the moment I called it. There it is. Ruins just now being taken. OPBHB are pushing hard. ASA in a lot of trouble. They do not have a defensive line at the moment. They've got people all over the place. And I just want to do that again there with the map here, folks. I just got to bring that up so you see what I'm talking about, where OPBHB are at the moment. Take a look at the map on the right-hand side there. That's the ASA guys. Take a look at the map on the right side where the ASA guys are. They've got a few more now spawning around Ruins, but they've got folks sort of just all over at the moment. It doesn't seem to be a cohesive... Oh, God, you're winning. Terrible. Doesn't seem to be a cohesive strategy at the moment. Yeah, that's a real problem for them at the stage. We've got everything back up there and there's we're going to have to get that camera over to Ruins. That seems to be the new action is at Ruins. Oh, the Puma just went down. He's fucking snuffed at that Puma. That was a good kill from whoever it was. I'm not really sure, but that's a dead Puma. That's still not going to make a difference here too much. The cap weight is leveled off a little bit, but ASA is still under a lot of pressure here, and of course this gives OPBHB breathing space on the defensive train station. You can see that either a tank or an anti-tank gun there that's shelling off down the road, and see they're starting to surge numbers back. ASA, they know they're in a bit of trouble back here, and they'll be able to defend this. Hopefully they'll probably kill Reslar out of there shortly, Keebs as well, although he's done pretty well. They're picking up the other player. Skyline, is it? Yeah. Checking up, that's an airhead. There's an airhead coming in, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that bad boy. Where's it dropping? It's dropping down here. That is, of course, an OPBHB airhead. It's dropping around the back there. Butters is defending that. Gaston's seen it. Shorten's seen it. Maybe. Yes, Shorten's seen it. He's running towards it now. Let's see if this airhead plays out. It's only about 170 metres out from the point. Point's contested at the moment still. A lot of pressure under on the point for ASA. I'm finding this airhead uncontested at the moment. Butters with another kill. D-Tree is going to cover that airhead. This is going to be a viable airhead, ladies and gents. Hunt has probably seen it, and Renham has probably seen it as well. There's a recon flare coming up from Chris. Just checking out what's around the point. That airhead's viable, although it is actually in an open spot. So if someone comes in from ASA and looks down that path, they'll be able to see it and shoot at it. They're not going to. There's nobody there. ASA in real trouble. Here's a bombing run as well for shits and giggles. Who's sending that in? That's around the back there. It's from from an OPBHB. That's a bombing run coming in. That's around the back, and it's going to probably pick up a garrison, I reckon. That'll be what they're looking for. There's a counter bombing run coming in as well. They'll go around the back where the airhead is. Oh, it's picked up the airhead. I think the airhead's actually kaput. Yes, that was a great bombing run there that's picked up the airhead. Well played there by the ASA commander, who, actually, we should probably check that. Who is the ASA commander? It is... Oh, goddamn, chat's in the way. It is a Brazilian. It's not just any Brazilian, it's a Brazilian. So A Brazilian's the commander of that team, and of course strikeout here on the OPBHB team. So good bombing runs there from both sides. Really putting the pressure on this cap point though, OPBHB. ASA have got that flank now getting some protection on it, where they left that gap open in the middle of the city there. Now they've closed it down with pretty much about 8 players, which is probably a bit of an excess, as the threat's coming from town centre where all the trees are there. No real pressure on train station anymore. Little bit on the flank here, but it's been covered quite nicely, like 50 ninjas and Sunlit Sty? Sunlit Sty something. Sunlit, I'm going to get it right. Sunlit Stylus, there you go. Oh dear. Nice kill there from the machine gunners. They'll be able to shut that down all day, I reckon, those machine gunners. So the trouble is, of course, if they've got their OP next to them, it may well be that they've done some squadsy jumpy, and they've got their own OP there now, and they can switch out to squad leader if they need to. Happening again from OPBHB as they pressure the point with numbers. ASA have got folks over there still pushing forward to train station. They are actually making ground there. The threat is not there for them. The threat is on the city. What have we got around the back here? Taking a bit of a look, nothing much. So they've actually been pushed out of the city again. There's a tank just creeping up the street there. You probably can't see that on the other camera. There it is now. Be interested to see what that tank actually does there in the middle of all that infantry. Keebs is going to go in for a tank kill, I reckon, here. We're going to watch. Oh, he's been shot by a grenade. Is that technically true? Probably not. He's been hit by a grenade. How's that? Here's ASA surging back now to defend the point again. They've parked that tank in the middle. And they are rushing folks down the road. There's a little bit more of a cohesive play set from ASA right now. They've got folks sort of spreading out from central spawn points, and they are being able to shut down this point 4. The defence, at least, anyway. Murph and Dr. Fritz have managed to come around the back with Renan and Mosk Fall. This is better. This is much better from ASA now. They've finally identified what the problem was, and they're shutting off the back line of OPBHB. Of course, OPBHB have since moved on to another shiny patch of the map where they're going to be able to work from. But ASA at least starting the response by getting folks in out this way here at the moment. So well played to them in trying to defend this. They are up against it though at the moment. Look at the front line for OPBHB. It's right up there, 150 metres out. Let's do the exact distance there for you. 160 metres out from the point where we were just then. But they've snuck some people through now, and they're starting to pressure train station. One squad leader there, Kingdom. Oh, he's picked up his man too, so Romcon is right in the middle of it. Kingdom's going to be able to pop an OP in there and get some... get Berlotta in the name, and the other person that's next to him that I don't want to pronounce that name. Let's look that one up. So it is fucker. Bellotta, Venonino, and fucker. I love it. I'm too. They're trying to push in here, but they... dear, if that's just anything you get out of this match, it's my terrible pronunciations and poor sense of humour. Okay, let's take a back look over here. Look at all the forces now from ASA. They're finally coming back, or they're at least spawning from a forward point. So they must have something out this way. We'll go and check that in a minute with the map stuff, but they're sweeping in slowly, but they are fairly spread out still. Like that squad on the right there, that's moving together quite nicely. These guys here, a little bit scattered. Well, I guess the threat there is that what happened there. You get picked off by one while your other mates can't even see where you got shot from. So probably a little bit of that style of play at the moment is a struggle for the ASA guys, and that's why they kind of are getting picked off a little bit. Bit stagnant at the moment now, the old match. It's just fight on fight at this stage. The ASA guys are just trying to trim out the stuff at the back here. We've got the point there with that 75 sitting on it and a few infantry, but that's not going to get capped anytime soon. ASA have got enough of a robust defence there, and they are picking up folks. The attack that was going on down here, look, it's getting flanked now, so Fucker's pretty fucked in a second. If we take a close look at this, one down there, he's got the other one. That's a nice kill. Nice pair of kills there from Dol. And the pressure's off on the point again, so Strikeout there doesn't have anything to worry about. But they do have, as we said before, they've got some people up in the bush here, up in the middle of the city. Let's take a look at the two maps again, just see where we're at with those, shall we? Pop those maps up. And it's almost like clockwork how that works now, isn't it? So taking a bit of a zoomy zoom this time, you can see OPBHB are probably a bit more scattered in the attack. We'll be waiting for, on that side, we're waiting for a few people to spawn in, all right, at this point. But you can see they're sort of all around. What's important though, look down here, Echo Squad, the recon guy, he'll be trying to get a garrison in somewhere in this area here. There's another garrison down here ready for farm ruins, that's locked. Hotel squad's chasing artillery, which probably doesn't even exist at the moment. This front line here has now moved away from the mansion, and it's right out on that road. So the entire attack has fallen apart down here for ASA. And in the middle there, they've been shut down. So this is very good defensive play from OPBHB. And then up here on Ruins, they're actually starting to work pretty hard there on the push, as they have been for about 15, 20 minutes. Got a lot coming in up the top, though, up here from... Well, I'll show you on the other map, but the microphone doesn't point that way. So up the top here, if you're looking at the right-hand map, you can see all the ASA guys coming in. But look, they're sort of interspersed with the OPBHB, aren't they? There's a couple of randoms over this way pushing towards the artillery, which we can see on that right map when you look at that. So, yeah, a little bit interesting here for the way ASA play. They are a collaboration of teams. I probably should bring that information up for you, actually, because I did promise that I would talk about the team. So let's see if I can find information. So if we talked about OPBHB a little bit, I had Dyslexics Untied actually speak to me. Let's get back to the main screen, shall we, and see what's going on. So still plenty of fight going on in the middle of the town centre, the other place. What's it called? The Ruins. And we've got that in the top right corner. But Dyslexics Untied told me about this. They've played for a very long time, the OPBHB guys. They were in alliance with ESPT and OPBHB. They were 5th in the 2021 fall seasonal. It's the first time they played in a 35v35 earlier in the year, and of course they have played in 49s before, last year rather. So it's a team effort, but there's a few names that are around, maybe still around, I'm not sure. Alarian, Freak Fighter, Strikeout, Mars Rover. Some of the top shooters, Leapstone, Vice Joe, Roncon, and Like 50 Ninjas. And I've seen Like 50 Ninjas do some pretty good work actually recently. So Commander... Sometimes it's Dyslexics. Tonight it's Strikeout. They have thousands of hours in the game. So these are very, very strong players, the OPBHT team. I think that's what you get out of this, is that they are a very strong team in relation to their background and their skill set. Just having a quick look at Razor. Who was Razor? They are the only South American team, and they're trying to build a more competitive team at the moment. They are struggling a little bit with numbers, so look, I encourage you to support the SevH501st Alliance, because I think it's super critical. Honestly, I think this stuff is brilliant. It's great to be part of the communities in this way, and competitive gameplay doesn't cost you a lot of time, and it's so much better for you as a player to play with other players that have got that skill level, because you will lift up rather than playing the pub matches, and you will learn so much about how to do things. So if you're not already involved with a competitive team, or you're kind of sitting on the fence thinking, I don't know if I want to play anymore, stick with it. Honestly, it's cost you nothing. It's good fun. If you lose, who cares if you lose? In the great scheme of things, this game is so well balanced that a good fight loss is as good, to me anyway, as an easy win. It's better than an easy win. I want my fights to be vigorous and challenging, and win or lose, I'll come out of it proud of what I've achieved in it. So that's what comp should be all about. The 501st guys talked to me. They played in tournaments before. They were alone for a few months last year, and still they started playing with SevH. So it is a new alliance, all right. They have a bit of a competitive history, but not super huge amounts like OPBHB. Some of the names around have changed since back then, so I'm not going to throw those names on the table. But a Brazilian noob seems to be the person. So it's not a Brazilian, it's a Brazilian noob, by the way, but I just call him a Brazilian. He's the commander most of the time, it seems. They've got folks from all over the place, like from Chile, from Argentina. I think there's Brazilians in his world, might be Paraguayans, if this is the mob I'm remembering. They play all sorts of stuff, these guys, and they want to get experience and just play well. You know what? Let's throw it on the table right now. OPBHB are a very good team, very strong team, very competitive team. I've seen them beat Chimera. I've seen Chimera beat them, and all the time it's been a really hard, brutal fight. All right. If you are holding yourself, to a standard against a team like OPBHB, and you're not losing ground, you are playing well. I just got to moderate some bullshit chatter. who's just sent me some rubbish. And let's see. Let's see this rubbish here, this stupid shit. We will report him. Spam. So yeah, a little bit of that stuff, spam. I'll just call it spam. And he be gone. I blocked the user as well. There we go. So chat, if you're listening, I've hit that guy, as you might notice shortly. Anyway, sorry about that, folks. There's sometimes we have to do self-moderation stuff. We get those people that offer promotions. Their prices are good on the bots. Okay, bit of trouble though, although ASA have been holding their own against OPBHB for the last 30 minutes, except for that first part. They are actually starting to lose the point again here, just with good cap pressure. And what's happened is that ASA have missed that backline play that OPBHB have thrown in. And I'm just going to say to you also, I'm noticing the train station's been capped. So I was watching this as we were talking about the teams and what they are and where they come from. Now, ASA are holding here, but you can see the pressure they've got on the point at the moment. But I want to check out what happened here. So the guys have managed to push into the point, but it's not many. It's not many at all. It was one squad leader, which is Grim. And OPBHB are sending back their defence, but there's 4 on the 3 right now. 4 on 3 right now from ASA there. I've got a lot of smoke. Brinamy is actually able to get into the point. We are watching top right corner. Oh, nice kill from Brinamy. Oh, he's picked up 2. Naz is going to get nailed as well. Oh, no, he's picked up Smokes. Nice play. So it's 2 on 2 now. There's a tank coming in as well here. There's a Panther, actually, and Mike Raffon, whatever the rest of his name is pushing him with that tank. So it's 2 on 2 at the moment. I think that OP's a dud, though, because Brinamy will have picked that up when he walked in there. And this cap won't play out. They've got 2 Panther tanks there, OPBHB. The 2 Panther play is pretty important. That's the end of this, I think. Oh, there's 2 on 1 now, but they don't have a spawn there anymore, Naz and Dutron. So, Detroit, whatever the rest of his name is, I just call it the first letters. I'm not going to look them up every time. But OPBHB have managed to press well here on the ruins, and ASA have got to throw something at it, and they don't have enough numbers right now. You can see what's happening is that they are actually surging, but it's not enough. OPBHB have just got numbers, so ASA are actually in a lot of trouble here. They're not going to be able to get this cap back off of OPBHB. No reinforcements will be available there to break this open for them. Big trouble for them. Big trouble for them. And OPBHB are going to cap this now. There's a tank in there we're shooting as well, I think. I don't know, actually. No, that's artillery that's landing. There you go. So, great work there in the back lines. Up there where Infidel and Joey 450, that's where they pushed in. So that is the 4 cap now for OPBHB. ASA in a lot of trouble here, a lot of trouble. And you can see already, I'm just going to bring up the map quickly. Let's bring up both maps very quickly. You can see OPBHB have got pressure already on Farm Ruins. What have we got there from ASA? Nothing at all, no garrisons, no nothing. Big trouble here. I think this is going to be GG soon, folks. It is going to be GG soon because ASA are not prepared for this push at all. They've got some surge coming in now off the spawn. This is a bit better from them. There's a Panther. There it is. I knew that would be coming down this way. They'll be pressing hard with an OP or a garrison down this bottom corner, as we saw just before. OPBHB will set up in this defensive forest here. Good little spot here to actually start your attack from, because that cuts off this entire field from ASA being able to send folks back. And then you can get flank fire there, where you can see Hunter there spawning in behind the tower there, the grain tower, although that was a nice kill, whoever picked him up. Oh, that's a Panther just shot that OP. That's what I was just talking about. It's exposed out there. Although, having said that, look at the cap race starting to happen here. We've got ASA starting to push back. Oh, God, it's all happening, isn't it? Where do you look right now? We've just got a little bit of weight pressure happening on that other point. Cap race coming back here from ASA. They've got barely numbers on the point. Tank I can hear down below us. That is a 76, ladies and gentlemen. As that pushes in, I wonder where that Panther is. Not seeing the Panther. Let's have a quick map check for that Panther. Oh, yes, it is down below us. There he is. There's a Panther going against the 76 right now. Look at this little play here. Who's going to see whom first? The Panther has no idea that 76 there. 76, I reckon, just got a sniff. Saw that turret turn towards it. He knows. But there's infantry coming. Skiz better be reporting to the Panther. He's in trouble. Skiz is not telling that tank. The tank, the 76 is going to flank the Panther. The Panther in a huge amount of trouble. He's now knowing, he's hearing that information. He's reversing, but he's not turning quick enough. Oh, God, this is going to go horribly. Someone's going to die. The Panther's managed to get the information. He's been saved by the Infanteer Skins who's come in. He's spot the first shot into the tank. The 76 has missed. Holmes is down, but now the Panther is exposed at the rear. That tank is burning and running backwards. It's run over something. Skins is following it now. He's got the comms, and that is the difference, isn't it, folks? Saying that, of course, there's the rocket into it as well. Fuck it, for shits and giggles. Small sent one in. Precision strike coming in as well. It's going. Oh! The Panther's taken a shot. Oh, it's gone! Big kill for the 76. My goodness me, that was fantastic play. The rocket short from Small. Oh, folks, I love it. What a play from both teams just then. Skiz saved the Panther, who ended up dying anyway. Great precision strike. Don't even know who threw that one in. I think it might have been a friendly hit from the OPBHB commander there, because the Panther moved down the road to where the 76 was, because it would have been marked, and the commander would have thrown that in. And what's still happening here, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that ASA are still trying to press out OPBHB from their own point. It's contested, it's equal, it's blinking. So blinking is when it goes backwards and forwards between the teams. I just call it blinking. And so this point is blinking, but now it's favouring. Oh no, look there, it blinks back the other way. Look at it go backwards and forwards. It's anybody's point right now. The attack forward is gone. There's no attack whatsoever forward at the moment, I reckon. Because ASA are pushing on this point, and it's even Stevens. So it could be anybody's at the moment. OPBHB just starting to take it back again. Oh, what great play there. Oh, something else just blew up around the back here too. Oh, mate, whatever that is. It might just be a truck self-combusting, because that's what they do after a while. No, I think that's a tank. That is the 76. What on earth hit that? Somebody's killed the 76 around the back there that managed to get all the way out of that fight, only to die. Great kill, whoever that was. I am sorry I didn't see who did that. OPBHB just... Oh, big satchel there, I reckon. Maybe artillery. Now it's going back the other way. ASA trying to take it back. They've got to clear that back area. You can see two squad leads around the back trying to do that. That sounds like a precision strike, doesn't it? But I don't think it is. Wow. Someone's asking for the sound to come up a little bit there. We will bring it up a little bit more. There we go. We'll come up to about 30. We'll see what happens. So, big plays there. Adrian, thank you for the feedback there. Should be loud enough there. We are fairly high up, so that's why it's not as loud here. But ASA now have picked up the point, and they've carried it back. But the OPBHB guys are still all the way around. Gosh, that was fun, wasn't it? That whole play just there, well, that was fun to watch. Now we're back into just the normal grindy stuff that's going on at the moment. And we'll just watch that play out at this stage. I'll probably just do a quick... Well, I want to actually get in on this action. Really want to get in on this action, just see what's going on. So we're going to get right down in amongst the weeds and just see how they're playing it out, just for a minute or two, and then we'll throw down on the maps and have a bit of a look. Nice kill there, back kill as well. Pop, and everyone's dead. Alarin and Infidel now is trying to sweep around on Hunter. Hunter's in a nice little campy spot there. Infidel's run past, he's going to get spotted. He's getting spotted, he's been shot. Alarin is now pushing up through the inside. But ASA have picked the point up, and look at all the little blues around the outside there. Couple more coming in here. Let's just do a quick sound check on that, just to see where we're at in-game audio. I never had my... Yeah, sound effects is 40%. Got it at 10, 50%. We'll just pop it up a little bit more. I don't like it when it's not good enough for the punters back home, and they want to be immersed, so let's get you immersed. Well, that's probably a bit too much there. That explosion. All right, we'll see how we go. Look, give me some feedback right now on how the actual sound is right this moment. If you can, please, in chat. Yeah, there we go. All right, so let's take a look at the overarching picture right now, see where we're at with the two maps. I think the first thing to note here would be that there's a huge cluster of ASA at the ruins, and there's a huge cluster behind the ruins from OPBHB. And that's the problem for ASA at the moment. They're having trouble defending their own point because OPBHB have got control pretty much of the Charlie column. Pretty much control of that. You can see all those OPs and stuff on that right map all lit up to the north, telling you that there's a lot of forces up there from the OPBHB side. A little bit of defence on farm ruins now. That's redeployed as well. But I think still dominated here by OPBHB. Definitely dominated. A lot of stuff going on in this ruins area though. You can see ASA trying to push out, trying to sweep around the back here where my camera is on the main screen. Top right corner there, we're just going to keep that in the middle of the city because I think that's vital for watching what's going on. Sorry, I haven't changed the scoreboard back either. My apologies there. It's 3-2 now. A great cap back from ASA. Yeah, and you know, hard fought this whole match, isn't it? Hard fought at the moment. I think Dark Times will be trying to get a satchel in. Bruce probably the same thing, but he's just playing tag at the moment. And we're looking at the Axis side, of course, so he'll have he won't have the spud gun that's on the Allied side, which is a hard weapon to shoot, but probably really good for this local area, this close-in stuff. Here's Sunlit. They've picked up that guy down the street there who got a lot of kills. Whoever that was, oh, nice kill there from Venanino. And Sunlit now picking up someone on the way out, so that's a nice kill as well. But it's trade. All that's happening here at the moment is trade. OPBHB just slightly winning the trade because they're just starting the cap now, but it is just trade back and forwards. That artillery, well, it's reasonably effective in this area. It's close quarters, but I'm just going to take a quick drink while we open this. But what I am noticing is that the artillery is pounding the same spot multiple times. So there were 2 shells that landed in exactly the same spot. You don't kind of want that. You want to spread out a little bit. It might have just been random number generation and it did land in the same spot, but you kind of need to walk it around over a bigger grid. Venanino, nice kill there on Mike around the back. We've got the OPBHB pressure coming in at the moment, but ASA still on the hunt to try and clean them out. But this right-hand side of the screen, as you're looking at right now, that is quite nice for the guys to push in from, and they are showing us how to do that. OPBHB still doing well with that, still pushing in. A couple of folks over in the city there, nice, and is a DJ. Recon squad trying to clear out the back lines, trying to just clean up some of that garrison stuff from OPBHB, take a bit of pressure off. But the pressure is coming from here, where Skyline is. Skyline has to come around and clean out this stuff with the squad or something, and they're not able to do that. The OPBHB is just too good at the moment. So here's a bombing run coming in, not sure, just check whose that is very quickly. It looks like it's an ASA one, the points, because the points contested. So we'll just see what happens there. Yeah, interesting, isn't it? Yeah, look at that, nice big bombing run around the back there, trying to pick up stuff, and they have picked up some OPBHB players. So ASA, it's still a contested point. This whole time it's been contested. They do have numbers on. There's a big lot of explosions back here. What's that? Is that a tank shooting at them? I think that is. Let's check. Yeah, it is. Look at that. Right over the back here. That tank is, that's a 76. That tank is actually trying to shoot folks as they go across the field here. 4Js will be, I remember 4Js from another match actually. Good player. 4Js will be trying to flank around and get that tank because he's got a satchel for you. But here's the Panther moving up now as well. The other Panther there, chasing a satchelier. Oh wow, whoosh! There's folks going everywhere. I would be worried about that tank actually. The 2 Panthers here are just about to meet on the street. What are they trying to achieve there? Nice kill there. Nice kill there from Artuzada on Triple J. Oh, and Myope has put one in the back of the Panther. He'll be looking for his mate there to support him. Another rocket straight in the back of the Panther. Great shots from Myope. He doesn't care that he died because he got 2 rockets into the back of the Panther now. And Ryben will now push that Panther. Detree is now racing off to support that Panther with probably, oh no, he's come back. Oh, he's getting shot at and he's been picked up by a spud gun. McCluckface now is out of the tank to try and repair it. Ryben is looking for, see, he wouldn't know. Here's Myope with another opportunity to put a rocket into the back of a Panther. Oh, but they've been defended by Butters and 4Js. Butters and 4Js. The tank is there, the Panther tank. Oh, that pair a beer because they saved him from a little bit of embarrassment and getting hit in the back. But Ryman might actually pick up a double kill here if he plays it smart. He's got somebody outside the tank. He's going to shoot. He's missed him completely. He's hit him now. Cheese there outside the tank trying to repair it. He's back in the tank. They've got to move this sucker. There's Cheese come out. Oh, he's going to see him. Is he? Oh, he's got him with the pistol. Great save there from Cheese. Gosh, Ryman just unlucky to pick up 2 Panthers there. He probably went for the wrong one, but he wouldn't have known. He probably thought it was the same one and didn't realise there was 2. That's going to change the play here, because that 76 is by itself against 2 Panthers. Once they repair this one up, they'll likely wear. And while that was all happening, of course, OPBHB managed to pick up the cap, so it's 4-1. We do get into some of the plays here a little bit too much, don't we? I apologise for that, but I was watching it out of the corner of my eye. It's just too exciting to watch those little cool Gucci plays, and I hope you enjoy that type of style that's going on at the moment. I also learned how to do this the other day, which I completely forgot that was a function. So little zoom in on the point there, and nice kills from the ASA guys. Just still not being able to get away with cleaning out the point. They are contesting it again. So as I said before, this was always going to be the way around these city maps, that you'll see contested points all the time. But look at that depth from OPBHB. If they can just get into the middle of the point and clear out those last ASA guys, they will hold this and make it very challenging for ASA to take back. A bit of shots fired up the top there. Butters playing with Murph. Who's going to shoot who? Butters doesn't know where Murph is. Murph is around the back of the fence. Murph's actually played very coy there. Well done. There's a Panther racing up the back as well. Don't know what would you do here right now. So let's talk about this. There's something over the back. What is that? That is a Panther chasing probably the 76, which we don't know where that 76 went. Can we see it? Not at all. But that's a freelance Panther right now. Isn't that cool? Wonder what he's looking for. Probably the 76. Okay, OPBHB just cleaning up the last of the troops here on the ruins. I think that that'll be the end of ASA on the ruins for the moment, at least anyway. 47 minutes to go, folks. So we're still halfway through. Strikeout trying to get something down the bottom here. You can see he's set up. Has he set up a garrison? Yes, he has. He's got a garrison down here, and a Pib is coming in now to try and clean him up. Bit of a tag team. Nice kill from Strikeout. He defended his garrison, but then lost it to Gaston. And Gaston is likely going to be able to come in and kill him. Oh, sorry, kill him and take out his Gary. That's a shot from Hunter on probably a truck of some sort, I'm guessing. I'm not sure, actually. There's the spawn, though. Ninjas has come in with Butters. Are they watching this? Let's have a look. 50 Ninjas is there. He's, good kill. Defending the garrison. That's a big play. So they've managed to hold that garrison. Don Weiss around the back there. We know that's one of the good, the strong players from OPBHB. So we're expecting him to do big stuff around the back there at the moment. Probably has been part of that process of why they've got Gary's up back there. Roncon here just sort of defending, and Galba just defending as well. Dorito trying to get around and do something. OPBHB have cleaned up the last troops on that point, and so now it's time to move out of this and go somewhere else. And I think what we'll do is we'll focus on this spot down here where Strikeout and Co are. I think this is an important part of the match right now. We'll just get that camera set up nicely there so we can just keep an eye on this play down in this bottom corner while we watch what's happening. There's some artillery still falling onto the ruins. So let's consolidate first, actually, and talk about where we are in the two mats scenario. And OPBHB have definitely been the dominant team this match, haven't they? And we can see what's going on back here with artillery. There's a few folks on artillery. Just zoom in quickly and have a look-see. A couple in there at the moment. ASA have got some on artillery as well. But look at the blob in the middle here from OPBHB. So they're not controlling that northwest sector at the moment. They don't need to. They wouldn't know this, but there's nobody up there from ASA anyway. The ASA guys are sort of just being pushed back through the city towards Farm Ruins. So it's a very frontal assault at the moment here from OPBHB, but it seems to be working for them. They seem to have the trade skills, and they are picking up the kills slightly better. ASA just on the back foot, as they have been for most of the match. You can see what they're trying to set up. They've got a few Garys still, so they are trying to keep that in running, but it's not going very well for them. OPBHB have got the dominance of the map. So what does this mean? Well, we're watching that play in the top right corner, down at the bottom of the map, and we are just watching what's happening in the city here as OPBHB push out from the city quite strongly. Grim picks up one kill there nicely. He's got Bruce against him as well, but Bruce has picked him up. So trade there. Again, the trade war's happening. Look at what's happening there over on the point. You can see a whole bunch of spawn come in, strike out. They're trying to defend that garrison, but they're under a bit of pressure there. I think ASA need to clear that one out as a minimum before they go any further, because they're going to struggle. Reuben has made his way past the troops here, and he'll be pushing around the back to try and clear out garrisons. I reckon he's a satchelier for sure, which that seems to be the majority of players. And Grim and Reuben are doing very well actually. MVPs on the ASA team at the moment, from what I can see. And there's a couple other good players there, no question, but I've watched them a few times do a few good things, so that's good work. Thinning out the troops here, OPBHB just losing a few there, so nice defensive work from ASA, but I think it's gradually, they're just being ground down. They really, really are just being ground down, and it is a real struggle for them to try and just do anything against this team. This OPBHB team is so strong. Other teams that are watching, take note. I think that OPBHB are a very, very good team at the moment. They are really showing good wares. This stuff down the bottom of the map here, we're at Farm Ruins, and you are watching that top right, as I said before. Look at the dominance happening now down here from OPBHB. ASA trying so hard to clean this out, but the OPBHB guys are just not giving up any ground. They're just not giving up ground. So, you know, what do you do for ASA? They have to try and stop these spawns that are happening here. Nice kill there from somebody on Butters. Strike out now. Oh, nice kill as well. So Cigarro's picked up two there quite nicely. Has a Rocketeer with a rifle, I'm guessing. So nice shots. Let's have a look in the middle of the map here. Just see what pressure's coming up from where we were just looking, but from the other side. And you can see there, look, that pressure's still in that city area from OPBHB. The ASA guys, yeah, they're just, it's just hard work. They just can't get a leg up. Going to take a little drink here while we watch this play out. All right, taking a look around the back there, Merc trying to defend up here at the moment and stop folks come in from the north side. Just check what I'm talking about, just this north side here. So they'll be trying to cover this area here and stop flanks down that column. But look, there's a machine gunner. That's Sunlit. He is shooting these guys from about 300 meters out. So he just picked up, because I heard his machine and artillery for good measure, just to make sure. Oh, Murph just wore that. But that's good shooting there from Sunlit. I could hear the machine gun shooting, and those guys fell down. So I'd assume that was him. So this point is very secure at the moment from OPBHB. I'm not going to go back to that, I don't think, unless we start to see it getting picked up in cap. Blind Nut here, sort of dodging around the building with a few ASA guys. Here's a spawn. This is going to be a big moment here. Joe and Infidel, nice 1-1. So Joe's managed to pick up Anas, whatever it is. Ryben's now picking someone up down the road. Oh, he's shooting at Galba. Galba on defense there. Ryben now trading. Nice trade. Killed him. Oh, but Joe's jumped over the fence and picked up Ryben. So see what I mean by they're not winning the trades. OPBHB are just picking up the trade quite nicely. Blind Nut now has got someone around the corner there he's got to watch out for. That person's now doing the peek. Oh, that's fucker. He's doing the peek. So maybe that's an actual word in South American, but it's who knows? I mean, honestly, I don't know. I can barely speak Australian. All right, Fucker now flanked by 4 people. They all know he's there. He's got some grenades, but Infidel now trying to pick someone around the back there. He's been picked up by Red Clay. Here's Ryben going back in there. They know there's a spawn in there. Nice shot from Ryben on Infidel. Trade still working in OPBHB's favour though, because they've managed to push forward an OP in the area. And just over that top part of the screen there, you can see how OPBHB have also pushed into ASA's defensive territory now a bit further, so they've got into these buildings here, and Renham's really got some troubles. I just noticed, by the way, I saw this before, Don Weiss was right in there, obviously trying to clear stuff out. As a sniper, I'm okay with that, I guess. You know, you can't really shoot anyone that effectively at close range with a sniper rifle. Maybe you can, I don't know, I'm not really that good a sniper, so tell me, how effective is the... Well, it's the... He'd have the automatic sniper rifle, wouldn't he? Whatever the hell the weapon is, the higher tier German one, the tier 3 one. And that's rapid fire, that thing, so maybe it is good at close range. I don't know, I've never really used it too much. I think I'm ranked 4 sniper, so not a deep sniper person myself. Played it the other day with Repurpose. Thank you, Repurpose, for inviting me to that squad. It gives me a chance. You know, I play a lot of commander, and I play a lot of officer, and I play a lot of recon squad leader, and I've played a few troops up to high level, but when you play command and squad leader a lot, you forget sometimes what the base level troops actually do, or what some of their purpose is, or what some of the things they have in their tool belt. Or maybe not forget, it's just not at the forefront of your mind. So when you're ordering people around to do stuff, you kind of got to know that stuff pretty well. So it's handy to get down in amongst the weeds and play these other roles and learn them. But the trouble is, for those that play commander and officer a lot, they're always needed in those spots, particularly in comp, so they don't get to play a lot of the other stuff, which can be, after a while, you can sort of get over it a little bit, I guess, same as anybody. I put this to you, team. If you have never done commander or officer, or you say, oh, I'm no good at it, bullshit. I encourage you to get into a pub match with some of your mates, and if you've never done command or officer or whatever before, and just try it and get the guys that actually know what they're doing to guide you. Here's a good push coming in right now, just with cap weight numbers from ASA. They've actually turned the tide of battle there in the middle a little bit. We'll just watch to see what spawns in from OPBHB, but it's well, 50 Ninjas is picking up a few there with the machine gun. But that was good little play there from the ASA guys. Where else are they coming in? They've got Bellion around the back here. He'd be going for a satchel, won't he? He'd be going for a satchel on the point. That's what I'm expecting to see from Bellion. Here he is. That's a satchel going in on the wall for sure. Look at that. Bam, satchel there, right on the point. So I'm going to zoom out on that, and I'm just going to bring the camera right in to see how that plays out. So there's his satchel. Where's the garrison? Quick check where we are. Nowhere near us. He's not going to hit that garrison. He's going to wake the fuck out of everybody in the area, though. Doc could be looking. Doc could be looking. Can Doc see that on the wall? No, Doc's run straight past it. How long on that garrison? Is he going to get picked up? No, I reckon Doc will get away with that. Oh, is there a tank coming in? Boom, there it is. He's just heard that. Doc's gone, oh, what was that? Now Doc's a bit confused. He's not sure what that satchel did. It didn't do anything. You've got to know where the stuff is. I guess he might have had a sniff where the garrison might have been, and he's thrown that down. Again, it's all well and good making your way in to a point, but when the team's not going to be able to do anything with it, then, you know, that's sort of the end of it. Just watching what's going on over here on this other flank. I'm going to put this camera actually up here on the city. We're going to get in nice and tight there, because this seems to be the new area. That top right corner there, we'll watch a bit of that. Just saw a Panther down the bottom here. It took a bit of damage, but it's up again. Blind Nut now putting some good suppressive fire in. I like that. That's good. That's good controlled suppressive fire. Well, he's now spraying and praying a bit more. So those guys, Eric Sala, Pol and Pib, are not pushing anywhere. There's two tanks are pushing forward. That Panther at the bottom there's burning happily, and it's getting shot at now by a 76. I'm guessing it's seen where that round has come from. Let's see if he can shoot at it. That other Panther's now going to pick him up as well. Is that a... Oh, that's a first hit. No, he's missed, has he? Did he miss? He missed. No, that one didn't miss. That one did not miss. And that is a big kill again. And the two Panthers now, although they are unsupported at the moment, the two tanks are down the bottom here. OPBHB definitely showing that they are the dominant team in this match. Just with the the gunplay, the tank play. The ASA guys have held their own in some areas, but then then they don't. I guess, you know, we see them fighting well, hard, and they've got some great individuals and little squad stuff and that, but then OPBHB just roll them. And that's you know, that is hard. It's clear who's had the deeper comp experience here. But this is the stuff you want for ASA guys. You want, look at they are holding on and fighting hard this whole time. And even if they lose this today, look at Eric coming in nicely at the back of a tank that is oblivious perhaps. I don't know. That he's running smartly with the, he's put rockets in there. Now that Panther's going to be looking at the pole guy. I reckon I would have, if I was Eric, I would have held off on putting this satchel on and let him, he bounced that one. Eric's doing this all wrong. No, Eric, no. No, Eric, no. It's a comedy of errors. That's a comedy of Eric's there. Did he get the satchel on? I actually can't tell. I can't see it. That tank is shooting at whatever it can. Eric now is trying his hardest to... did he get it? Did he get it? I couldn't see the satchel. Eric somehow managed to, in amongst the dance of the sugar plum fucking Panthers, has put a satchel on one, and he's got his kill. And now, great work. The other Panthers turned tail. It's out of there. It wants no part in these shenanigans. He's off to repair, because he took a few as well. Oh, I love it. This whole fight up here is gone, by the way. It's just completely vanished. So, let's have a look. It is now pressing in amongst the wheat fields a little bit. I think that must be one of my good ones. Dance of the Sugar Plum Panthers. I need music for that. All right, let's take a look at the maps and see where we're at, shall we? Okay, a lot of pressure coming up from OPBHB on the point now, and we're going to follow that in. That's where that other camera is when we go back to it. They are pressing hard on Farm Ruins, and I think they're starting to close the noose or tighten the noose around Farm Ruins. A little bit of pressure up here from ASA. I'm seeing 1s and 2s up there, and a couple just down to the southwest, but no real pressure on Ruins now, and OPBHB got that pretty much locked down. All the garrisons are in place exactly where they want them to be. This NRG guy around the back here, he'd be trying to set something at the very back. We've got Echo Squad, which is this recon squad pushing in, and Butters will be trying to set something down the bottom corner there and shut down their spawn in. The recon tank just got killed by somebody. That was a great kill. Sorry, I missed that on the main thing. I just saw that happen out of the corner of my eye on the left there. But dominance here by OPBHB, and now they're starting to push on Farm Ruin. So we'll get the other camera across to that. Let's actually push ourselves back to the main map first. And make sure we're right in amongst it. And I think this is about to be GG's, folks. I don't think that ASA are going to be able to come back out of this one here. You can see there's a lot of pressure going on there. They've got a lot of troops in. They've not been able to... Well, they did get this garrison down here, so well done to them. I did see that, by the way, that when we were watching the tanks dance around. I did see that garrison had gone, but that's all they've done down here is they've shut that down. But by doing that, I guess they took their attention off this north area a little bit, and a good team will take advantage of those types of situations. So OPBHB now will be trying to get something around the back. And, you know, trying to affect change of cap to their favour, and they're just starting to cap now. With that cap weight coming in, and you can see the ASA guys desperately trying to feed troops in there, but it's not going to be enough. We'll see some sort of spawns come in from the OPBHB guys on the Farm Ruins. They'll slap him in the middle, probably throw in an airhead, perhaps maybe even a bomb run down the street for fun. And this will be GG's, I reckon. There's supplies going around the back there. Strikeout's doing all the right things. He is absolutely doing all the right things as the commander of the OPBHB guys. They've now got weight onto the cap point, and ASA will probably try and throw in, you know, some sort of bombing run or whatever. But they're not going to be able to crack this open now. It's just all gone OPBHB's way, and we've been in it for an hour now, and yeah, it's a dominant win from OPBHB. Some very good attempted plays. There's the airhead I was expecting from OPBHB, so they'll throw that in now to... Oh wait, whose airhead's that? No, I stand corrected. That's actually an ASA airhead. Is it? What an unusual airhead. It's completely unsupported. So that's not going to do any good at all. That airhead is coming down. It's going to come down right there in the middle of the field. And, well, it's got a tank supporting it, I guess, but all they need is one rocketeer to actually hit that airhead, and it'll be all over. Here's the bombing run as well, though. So watch this. Let's see what happens. They'll all be listening and looking for that, though, if they're smart. Oh, hey! We found the bombing run. Poor Jay's got it as well. Precision strike as well. There's the tank round coming in. I think the airhead is dead. They bombed their own airhead. Is that possible? I think they did. Or they shot it with a tank. So the airhead's gone. OPBHB have got the point. There's a bombing run for shits and giggles. And it's GG's, folks. Congratulations to OPBHB, who have managed to pick up the victory here quite convincingly. You know, irrespective of what I've said to you there. Sorry, I'm just going to turn off the extra screens there for you. So these are your teams, folks. There's your numbers. Well done to... Oh, quick, where's my person? Where's my person? Oh, 50 Ninjas played well. We'll give it to him. Oh, we want to give one. Oh, I missed the other one. Sorry, I forgot all about that. So, a convincing victory from the OPBHB team. Commiserations to the ASA team. That was a pretty impressive play from OPBHB. Very good, strong tactics there. They are a force to reckon with into the next few weeks of competition. Yeah, really good stuff here. We'll just quickly check through the teams and have a look at your numbers here. Pause the video when you want to look back, if you do. There's how things work. So good play from both teams though. But yeah, definitely the dominance there from the OPBHB guys. Right, we'll just finish up looking at this. We'll head back to the main screen. We'll show you again the stats of stuff. Yeah, absolutely. So, oh look, it means that in the next few weeks, OPBHB are going to be trying to race towards the top a bit more and take on some of those teams that are at the top of the table at the moment, which, you know, that's what you always want to do. But they are showing that they have got the goods to do that. So, across to the main screen. Wait for that to come up. There we go. My face is back there. I'm just going to fish up. You see the other laptop there behind me, by the way. That's what I was using here. So, back to the standings page quickly. And here we have what I was talking about with the stats at the moment. So OPBHB take the victory there. They go up to 5 points for their wins at the moment, which is just below Chimera and Alpha. But all of these teams at the top here pretty much have to play each other in the next couple of weeks. If I go across and bring up that draw, where is it? Yep, there it is. There's the current schedule. Oh, I've got to take those off, don't I? Okay, so if we're looking at OPBHB, they've got to play Alpha, Chimera, and Sesh. All right, and oh, I've got the orange screen thing having again, haven't I? They've got to play Alpha, Chimera, and Sesh, and Chimera have to play CJKL and OPBHB. Of course, we know that. Back to those screens there. So OPBHB have got to play the top three teams. Well, it's all there for OPBHB to win and lose, isn't it? All right, folks, I was your host today, Noppers. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm really glad that you were with me, and I hope you did enjoy that. I look forward to streaming again into the future. I'm going to call it quits there, though. We'll see if there's someone to raid in 30 minutes. If not, we won't raid anyone. Otherwise, stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night or Sunday, wherever you are in the world. Keep smiling. Goodbye for now.